Doctor Ben Carson is a retired neurosurgeon, academic, author, and government official who served as the 17th United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Dr. Carson was the first neurosurgeon to successfully separate conjoined twins. As a neurosurgeon, one of his patients was Eisenhower Middle's very own Ms. Jill Scherler.
Can you share your story about your condition and how it led to needing surgery?
I was born on March 2nd, 1982, and at the age of 2, I started having uncontrollable seizures. My parents took me from doctor to doctor to doctor, local doctors, and no one could figure out what was wrong with me. One suggesting there's nothing we can do, just put a helmet on her, put her in a padded room, but my parents didn't want to do that. So they took me to OU Children's next, and they put me in a 3-week medical induced coma, just see if that would stop the seizures. But once I came out of the coma, it didn't stop. They continued to progress. I was put on multiple medications, and in December of 1985, my family got a copy of the National Enquirer, that had a girl named Miranda, and she had the same symptoms I had, and she was diagnosed with Rasmussen's encephalitis, which basically means that half your body isn't functioning. Which in my case, my left side of my body was not functioning. So my parents sent all my medical records to Johns Hopkins University up in Baltimore, Maryland, and they called back and they diagnosed me with Rasmussen's encephalitis. On January 15th of 1986, I went up there and Dr. Ben Carson performed the right hemispherectomy and took out the right half of my brain.
Thank you. How did the surgery impact your life, and what challenges did you overcome or face afterwards?
Well, after the hemispherectomy, of course, both halves of your brain can control different functions, which in my case, the right half controls your walking and talking. So after the surgery, I was unable to walk and talk.
Okay. How was it like to meet Ben Carson in person?
It was, of course, I was only two or three at the time, so I don't remember that part. But for a few years, we went to several reunions up in Baltimore, Maryland, and it was really neat to meet him.
Okay. How did you and your family feel when you learned that Dr. Ben Carson would be performing your surgery?
Well, when we first met him, he was really young. He was right out of medical school, and he became the pediatric neurosurgeon up at Johns Hopkins University at age 35. I was the third person who had the surgery in recent medical history.
Okay. What message would you like to share with others that may face many hard medical challenges?
To never give up. I mean, after the surgery, I went through years of physical and occupational therapy, speech therapy, just to really gain my walking and talking. So just never give up.
Okay, thank you for sharing this with us.
Thank you.